In other news, talks between Israel and Hamas on the next phase of the ceasefire remain stalled. Hamas says it will only release American-Israeli hostage Idan Alexander and the bodies of 4 other captives if Israel implements the latest U.S.-backed proposal. Hamas said talks on the second phase of the ceasefire would have to begin the day of the hostage release and last no longer than 50 days. Israel would also have to resume the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. This as Israeli airstrikes killed 9 people in northern Gaza. A local watchdog group said the dead included 3 Palestinian journalists. U.S. forces carried out a series of strikes on Yemen's capital Sana'a in an effort to stop Houthi rebel attacks on commercial vessels and U.S. warships in the Red Sea. President Trump warned that if the attacks in the busy maritime corridor don't stop, hell will rain down upon you like nothing you have ever seen before. Mr. Trump also warned Iran to stop supporting the group. A Houthi spokesman said at least 9 civilians were killed and 9 others injured. Earlier this week, the Houthis said they would resume attacks on Israeli ships in response to Israel's blockade of Gaza, but no attacks have been reported. In a highly unusual move, the United States has expelled South Africa's ambassador. In a post on X, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool is a race-baiting politician who hates America. The ambassador had criticized the Trump administration in a webinar for a South African think tank. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said he wants to repair the relationship and maintain a strong tie with the United States. This is the latest in the escalating dispute between the Trump administration and South Africa. Last month, President Trump signed an executive order offering white South Africans a rapid pathway to U.S. citizenship, saying they're being discriminated against. Earlier, Mr. Trump cut off aid to South Africa. Journalists at the federally funded news outlet Voice of America have been put on paid administrative leave. In an email Saturday, staff was also told they must be available to return to work on 1 day's notice. The agency that runs Voice of America was among those dismantled under an executive order President Trump signed on Friday. VOA was created in 1942 to counter Nazi propaganda. During the Cold War, it sought to bring news to people behind the Iron Curtain. Today, it broadcasts in more than 40 languages to a global audience of 427 million people. And 2 stranded astronauts are one step closer to coming home. A new crew is heading to the International Space Station aboard a rocket that NASA and SpaceX launched last night. They'll replace astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, whose 1-week mission stretched into 9 months when technical issues prevented their return to Earth. Still to come on PBS News Weekend, how children are being victimized in Sudan's brutal civil war, and why many from Generation Z are ditching college for training in skilled trades.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.